once you get started reselling and you start selling and making a lot of money, you feel like you're doing really good, start getting super confident in what you're doing, you're going to eventually hit a point. If you don't, that's awesome, but eventually most people will. You're going to hit a point where you kind of start to get lazy, right? And you're just going to completely fall off, and you might not go buy or sell anything for a few days, and you're kind of just waiting for it to happen to you. But then you got to remember, wait, I did all this work to make it to this point. I've got to continue all that work. It's not time for me to slow down, right? It's not time. If anything, it's time to speak way up, more than you ever have. Now, when you hit that lazy point, you're going to start doubting yourself, you're going to start thinking like, oh, like maybe this was just a fun stint, whatever, and it's not going to be much more than that. But you got to kind of get out of that mindset, right? You got to completely get out of that mindset, and you got to think, okay, I've done it so far, this good, then I can keep going and do it better, right? Now, don't just kind of let it happen. Don't just start saying, okay, I'll slowly get back into it. What you need to do is you need to make like a whole routine. Make like a whole guide, like some procedures or some shit. And basically make it like, okay, from 6 to 2:30, I'm going to go to work, right? So that time's blocked out. Okay, now from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., all I'm going to do is go on Facebook and message as many people as I can and find all the stuff I can. Okay, and then, of course, you can have people, and then you'll have like appointments to meet people, to sell stuff or buy stuff throughout the day randomly that you can go hit, okay? And then you can have like from 5 to 6, you can check Facebook again, or you can follow up with people that have said they wanted to buy something but then stop messaging you completely. Follow up with them, see if they still want the item, or maybe see if they want something else that you have. Kind of let them know that, hey, I've also got these. If you're interested, let me know. Because maybe they're not interested in a driver anymore, but they are interested in a wedge. But they're not going to tell you because they don't know you have it. Anyways, so it's really best to plan out, like kind of like a structured schedule, I guess, in a way, right? It doesn't have to be too strict on the schedule, but mainly what I would suggest is say like, hey, we need an hour of time a day for checking Facebook, messaging people, following up with people, reminding people, whatever. And then certain times you go meet up with people, and it doesn't have to be like from 2 to 3 and 5 to 6. It can be just like, okay, I need an hour. Okay, we're starting the hour now. It's 5 p.m. We're starting the hour now, right? But what's most important is that you do all this stuff that is going to get you more results, right? So for me, what I'm going to be doing is getting home, getting ready, and then I'm immediately going to go on Facebook and just find every golf club in a 20-mile radius right now and message them, right? Make them an offer. Even if the offer is so fucking up, even if you're only willing to offer them $20, but they're offering for $120, probably not going to happen, but might as well try, right? Because you'd be surprised the stupid lowball offers that I have made, and people are like, you know what? I'll take that. That's fine. And they're completely happy with it. You'd be way surprised. So, you don't decide what people want, right? You don't decide what people want. It's like the same thing with like if someone texts me like a $5 golf club and they're like, hey, do you have any drivers? I'm not going to assume they want a $5 driver. I'm going to send them all of them. My $200 driver, my $20 driver, and everything in between, right? It's just like the same thing in car sales. Like, just because someone just looks a certain way, you don't tell them how much you think that they can pay. Or you don't tell someone it's too expensive. If someone says, like, how much is this car? You don't say, or how much is this golf club? You don't say, oh, man, it's a lot of money. You say it's $120. You don't say it's too expensive. You don't say it's cheap, right? You don't assume someone's financial situation, because that person that came in on a $5 club may want a $100 golf club from you as well. I had a guy that came in on a $1 golf club. I posted just for fun, right? Basically giving it away, but just like if anybody needed it, I got one for you, $1. And the guy messaged me, he's like, hey, do you have any wedges? And in my head, I was like, well, I was going to tell him, like, yeah, but they're a little bit more expensive. But then I was like, no, that's against everything, that I talk about. So I just said, here you go, $50 driver, $60 driver, $120 driver. Which one would you like? And he went for the $120 driver, right? Like I said, don't assume anything. Don't assume anything at all. And that goes for not just selling people things, but that goes for everything, right? Just sell the product you have. Right? Anytime someone asks me for putters, I don't say what price range. I send them all of my putters. right? So, anyways, guys, that kind of turned into like two lessons at once. But back to what we were talking about. If you find yourself falling off, or even if you haven't fell off, you should still make a little bit of a routine, right? If it's like 20 minutes on Facebook, an hour of this, an hour of that, whatever you need to accomplish your personal goals, that's all you gotta do. And if you spend an hour a day doing something, it's better than trying to spend an hour a day, right? So just plan out that time and you'll be all right. Anyways, I think that's all I want to talk about, to be honest. So hope you guys have a good day.